Right, so this is my new compressor, aimtools, made in China. Not really a good thing, that, I'm not sure, but we'll see. You get the information there. So this compressor is supposed to be silent. I did have a direct drive compressor, but God, that thing was loud, so I wanted something a bit more appropriate. I'll use the old tank from the old compressor, just down there, you can see it. I'll use that as an auxiliary tank for this. Information: 36 kilos, pretty lightweight. This is supposed to be a 1.5 horsepower 1100 watt compressor. So I'll get it unboxed and we'll see what it's like. Really, I should have added that this compressor, brand new, is £217, I think it was, with shipping, which is pretty good, I think, really, for a silent compressor. You can see the box is pretty sturdy that it comes in. Probably not a massive amount of packing. It can probably get damaged a bit inside there unless it's bolted to the bottom. We'll soon find out. Yeah, so I'll carry on unboxing it. Right, so I've got it upside down now. Compressor, I've got to be honest, I'm pretty impressed with the build quality of it so far. It's better than the one that turned up. The other one, plug was all damaged. That is a cheap compressor, don't get me wrong. This one here is cheap. It was 80 quid. This is 220. This is a 50 litre one. A bit disappointed with the paint finish on the bottom. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's minor, but that's not me removing the scraped paint off there. That's just either it's where it's been on the floor when they've painted and it's not got covered. I mean, it's minor really, it's not a structural part. The wheels go there, it's not really going to cause any issues. This is oil free, by the way, as well, so even better. Oil free compressor, no maintenance, I haven't got to worry about it, and hopefully I'll get it tested in a minute, get the wheels on, then we'll fire it up. Wow, firstly, got to say, this thing is ridiculously quiet. I'm not worried about using this in the night. Maybe the air tool's going to be louder than the noise this makes. I just run it up. It filled up this 50 litre tank in probably a minute, which is pretty good in comparison to the ones I've had before. Obviously, how long this compressor will last, I don't know, but at the moment, from what the reviews I've read, they're pretty good. Tested it with it running. It pulls exactly 1100 watts, so the manufacturer is not lying about the power it puts out. This is now up to pressure, so what I'll do, it's difficult to recreate the sound. It's going to sound worse. On the videos I watched online, these compressors always sound a bit louder than they possibly are in real life, so yeah, I'll just open this valve and it should get the compressor started up. So there's the compressor running. Honestly, it's so quiet and it builds up to pressure so quickly. We'll just have a quick walk round and look at the gauge. See how quickly it's going up. And when it gets to the working pressure, you'll hear it dump the air. But, that's the loudest part of this operation, is when it dumps the air out. So basically inside the compressor you've got this cooling fan, one on each side, so this is 2-cylinder. And so the motor's getting cooled from both sides. The compressor really is probably not going to run that often, You saw how much air I had to let out for it to operate, or to start operating. Yeah, I'm amazed by this. It's definitely been well worth the money compared to the crap one I used before. All the fittings look good. I mean, look at that. That's a proper flexi pipe there, braided, all crimped. Even the copper pipe looks nice. Orazio air tools. Never heard of them before, but I'll definitely be recommending this, assuming it lasts. I mean, all I'm going to use it for is some air tools. Only downside, this is a bit of a small niggle really, is this fitting here is just a hose barb. You know, really could have been a Euro fitting or a PCL fitting, but that's not really an issue for me. I've got a PCL one spare. Hasn't got a regulator on it. It's not really the end of the world, because you could fit one. That's probably why they've just left a crap fitting on the end. You could fit your own regulator. For me, I'm literally going to run that pipe from there, and it'll go onto the other end of this pipe into this compressor. And then I'll have an extra storage tank there that'll push me up to 75 litres. And I'll also have 2 regulated outputs. So yeah, it's not a massive issue not having a regulator. But yeah, definitely a good piece of kit. Well worth the money. Minor niggle as well. It's the length of the power lead. You can see it's relatively short, but it's easy to extend. Just to undo the pressure switch, disconnect the cable and put a new bit in. I can do that myself, no problem. Yeah, I'll do some testing later with some air tools and see how we get on.